Website traffic statistics. There is no doubt that web traffic statistics will be very useful for analyzing as to how your website is performing, but what is also important is to know how to analyze the web traffic statistics that your web monitoring software generates. It is important to make sense of the reams of data that is generated. To begin with, you can study the number of visitors which your website is getting on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis. This would be a pretty accurate statistic of how your website is performing. It would be logical to assume that the more visitors you have had, the more successful your website is and the more business is being generated, but this could be a fallacy. What is also important is to check for how long visitors have stayed at your website statistic, since that will reflect the seriousness of their intentions. Please reflect about this. Hits are the number of information requests received by your server. A hit would also equate with the number of graphics on that page, so if there are 10 graphics on a particular page and a visitor has visited that page, hit counter, irrespective of the quantum of time that he has spent on that page, the system would record it as 10 hits, which is 1 multiplied by the number of graphics on that page. Similarly, if there were 10 such visitors, the system would record that as 100 hits. Is this not a gross distortion of reality? The number of hits per se does not tell you accurately as to the type of web traffic that is being generated on your website. What will help is a greater number of visitors to your site, since that will give a better indication of the behavior of the visitor and his intentions. The more the number of visitors, at least, one can form a fairly clear picture of the success of your website, whereas if there are less number of visitors, then such visits, such as one visitor visiting a page with 10 graphics, can give a distorted picture of the real success of your website. What is important is to see for how long the average visitor is spending once at your website. If the period is short, then it indicates an underlying problem. One needs to check what the problem is and take suitable corrective measures. It could be that your keywords are not appropriate and are directing the viewer to the wrong page, or it could be that your layout and the graphics are a little intimidating and not very clear to the surfer, with the result that he exits quickly, maybe to go to a better website. If yours is a pay-per-click website, then it is all the more reason for him to exit soon, as the longer that he stays on a website which he perceives as unhelpful to his cause, the more money down the drain for him.